strength session, about 15 minutes. We'll start with cow and cat, not downward dog. Yeah, I know. What are we going to do here, Pop? All right, so the whole point of this is to try to work on our breathing while we are moving. And this comes not from yoga, but from stretching research, which shows that as you are breathing and moving, you get deeper into a stretch. So in cow, we'll inhale into our nose, into our belly, and drop our belly and stick out our butt a little bit and lift up our head. And on the exhale, we're just going to let the air out, arch our backs, tuck your hips under, and drop your head so you can see your toes between your knees. And then roll back up. So it's essentially inhaling until you're done with your inhale. You're not holding your breath, but you're just filling up your belly. And when you're done, you start to arch your back. So you're going at your own pace. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. All right, now we will come into a downward dog, even though our dog left us. And we'll extend our hands out to the front of the mat and our feet at the back of the mat. And our goal in this is to inhale and come up on our tiptoes and exhale and sink our heels down. And we might do this one heel at a time. And then on the next exhale, we might bring our collarbones down a little bit farther. And then we'll come into a three-legged dog on our right side. We'll lift up our right leg, inhale, and bring it forward into a lunge. Then we'll drop the back heel, and we'll come into a warrior two. So rotate your arms. So the goal here, the inhale is to kind of open up your shoulders. The exhale is to stretch your hands and shoulders as wide as you can. So we'll spend a few moments here working on this pose. So the strength comes on your right hip and your glutes and your quads and in your hamstrings and in your calves. Your core is doing a lot of work, holding everything upright. Your shoulders are getting strong. The stretch happens in your left leg, particularly inside your left thigh and in your left hip area, inside of your left hip. Because you're holding your leg mostly straight, but not locked out. I'm not trying to lock it because that's going to cause problems. So we're just working on trying to create, letting my shoulders help rotate my hips so that everything is in this plane. That's what we're going for. So all of these short classes are all around 15 minutes. And they're things that you can do every day because they don't build up a lot of stress. Good. All right, now we're going to come into reverse warrior. So I'm going to drop my left hand either to my thigh or behind my back and lift up my right arm. So now I'm still trying to keep the same plane as if I was trying to bring my left shoulder to my left knee, but now my right arm is going up and back. Inhale to a straight torso. So let me come straight so you can see. And then exhale, back. few more of these. And again, we're trying to just fold ourselves sideways. Good. Now, going to come back to a warrior two, but just for a second. We'll inhale, front leg straight, reach with your left hand, and now we'll come into a triangle. And in the triangle, the goal again is to keep everything in the same plane. My right elbow is getting close to my right knee. The goal is to have my right hand on the ground and be flat so that my left shoulder is on top of my right. So the inhale is to relax my shoulder. The exhale, and just the relaxation part, is to lift this up. Lift my left arm up so both palms are facing forward. And we'll spend a few breaths here, just trying to get, you'll get to the spot where you're not coming down any farther or you're not rotating your arm farther. And the goal is just building strength in my front leg. Two more breaths. All right, now I'm going to cartwheel my hands back down to the mat, kind of at my angle, and we'll come into a downward dog. And this is where downward dog is truly a rest pose. So that every inhale, I'm coming up a little bit. Every exhale, I'm sinking down a little bit. All right. Now, check the microphone real quick. And inhale, this time my left leg up, and I'm going to do a twister here in a second. Bring it forward into a warrior two. All right, now I'm going to come sideways. So I'm in warrior two now. Okay, so again, I'm looking at weight, front and back foot. It's equal. My torso's up and down. The inhale is to open up my shoulders. Exhale is to rotate everything back. All right, keep it going. So now you can even get on the front heel to make sure that the work's being done by your left gluteals. You can also straighten your front leg during the inhale. Good, keep going. All right, now we'll come into our reverse warrior. So we'll inhale and exhale. Drop your right hand to your thigh or to the small of your back. And now this time we're trying to lift your left arm up to the ceiling and back. And my right shoulder comes to my right knee. And now I'm feeling this much more on the inside of my right hip. Good, keep going. The more that you can focus on your breathing, coming in through your nose, down into your belly, and then letting it relax. Just letting the air come out on your exhale, the less you focus on any discomfort that's starting to happen. All right, let's roll back into a warrior two. Inhale your front leg straight. Reach with your left hand and we'll come in to a triangle. So we're just trying to like cartwheel down. All right, good. Now the inhale again is to drop your right shoulder this time, and then exhale and bring it up. Breathe into your belly and then relax. Your exhales are going to be longer than your inhales. And you're trying to have the feeling that your right shoulder is stacking on top of your left. Good. Let's do one more breath. Okay, good. Now inhale, cartwheel your hands back down to the mat. Bring your left foot back into the downward dog. And then we'll inhale, look to the top of the mat, walk your feet forward into a forward fold, into a half lift. Inhale, exhale to a forward fold. Inhale all the way up, and then come all the way down. All right. Thanks for joining us. This is the first of many 15-minute yoga sessions that you can do every day to work on your strength for everyday endurance athletes, riding, running, cross-country skiing. Look forward to seeing you again. Take care.